on the way out the door as we wrap this up, because we got other things to discuss, but this is clearly something that unexpectedly became the top story of the day and may linger into next week when we're all in San Francisco. Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Famer, he had some things to say. He's pissed. I would like to know the names of the assholes who did not vote for him. They are too cowardly to identify themselves. Get him, Jimmy. Get him. Please, if you did not vote for Bill Belichick, identify yourselves. Probably too much of a coward. Hide behind your secret ballot. As a Hall of Fame coach, I think Bill Belichick is the greatest of all time. Yes, he had a great quarterback, but we all did. He won after the salary cap and free agency. Plus, I know how much he loves the NFL and the game. I am pissed. Preach, Jimmy. And the Cowboys teams of the 90s, yeah, Jimmy was there just on the front end of the havoc that the salary cap and free agency would wreak on a team. And the Cowboys team got dismantled back in those days, because you don't see it happen much now, in this era of football, because people don't want to make bad decisions on their own roster just to spite another team. Teams would specifically target the free agents of the Cowboys just to break them up. Let's break them up. Let's go sign that guy. Let's get him out of there. And that's what the Cowboys had to deal with, and they quickly fell apart. It also didn't help that Johnson wasn't there. But the Patriots continued to contend at a very high level, dealing with the salary cap each and every year. And one last thing I want to say about, because I'm sure somebody say, oh, they were cheating. Here's the reality about the cheating accusations, and I wrote this in Playmakers. The cheating thing became popular because when owners start grilling their coaches of other teams, why can't you beat the Patriots? The easy thing to say is because they cheat. Everybody is cheating. Everybody is breaking a rule or more than one rule. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's just the way it is. The Patriots got caught. That's the only difference. The first time they got caught because it was stupidity, arrogance, and hubris by Bill Belichick with Spygate. The other times, Spygate 2, unproven. Deflategate was a witch hunt that I'm not sure found a witch. And so that it became a convenient. This guy kicks our ass every year. And once he flew too close to the sun on wings of pastrami, he ended up providing all the haters an easy excuse. Hey, why can't you beat Bill Belichick? Because he cheats.
And even if you wanted to play that game as a head coach, Bill Belichick as a head coach, if you want to play the game and say, I want to wipe out everything he did in 2007, because the New York Post did, remember this, New York Post after Spygate, which started in New Jersey in the Meadowlands. So they beat the Jets that day. And from that moment going forward, in the standings, the New York Post had an asterisk next to the Patriots, 10-0, 11-0 asterisk, because they cheated. So if you want to play that game, if you say, I'm going to wipe out 2007, I'm going to wipe out the Super Bowls from 2001, 3, and 4. And Bill Belichick, I'm going to start his clock in 2008. You know what you'd have? A Hall of Fame career. Even if you wipe out all that stuff. Because you still have 3 Super Bowl titles. You'd have a couple of Super Bowl appearances. So if there's any way you slice it, Mike, he's an obvious Hall of Famer. It's obvious. And they just screwed up. Simple as that. They screwed up.
And really, if we accept the premise that the NFL didn't strip the Patriots of their Super Bowl wins, they applied the appropriate punishment. And this is a point that I think Michael David Smith first made several years ago at PFT. And it was like an epiphany for me. Tom Brady should have 2 busts in Canton. He's had 2 Hall of Fame careers. Bill Belichick should have 2 busts in Canton. If you take the first half and the second half, each standing alone is enough to get in. So hopefully they'll rectify things. As it relates to Belichick, we'll wait a year, as he will. As it relates to the process, this vote for 3 out of 5 bullcrap has to go, and they need to just take a step back and ask themselves, who's on this voting panel? Are there people on it who shouldn't be? Are there not people on it who should be? How do we determine who the gatekeepers are? Because the gatekeepers failed. And I'm sorry to those who voted for Bill Belichick, but when you agreed to the assignment, you had eyes, you could look at the list, you knew there was a chance there's just enough people on there who could potentially screw this up and make you look bad. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.